Hello, everyone. Welcome to TGIF number 23. This has been going on for a while. Thank you, everyone, for making it. Today, we have a special guest, Kevin from HackQuest. Con spent about 4 months traveling Asia. And now, Con is someone that doesn't even like to travel or speak anywhere. He just likes to code. But he loved the engagements he got from HackQuest and the partners there that he set up the Affine office in China and just hired a graduate from Tsinghua University. Tsinghua University leads academia worldwide in AI publishing. Covenant was at Neuro IPS last year to present 2 of our papers. Tsinghua University had the most publications for anything. So Kevin and HackQuest are very, very important for us for getting very, very good talent into Bittensor. And we're looking forward to engaging with HackQuest. But first, we need to do housekeeping and talk about the 3 orders of the Covenant. First off, we have Templar. Templar is going through a very interesting phase right now. We learned some things from the 72B run. First of all, what problem are you exposing to the miners to innovate? Because miners are chaotic. You need to harness the chaotic energy. But when we expose them to the whole training run, there's some side effects. First of all, for the 72B, it was too big for people to try because those machines cost like $30,000 a month to rent. Miners got lazy, and there wasn't any way we could easily push them because there just wasn't enough miners to make it as competitive. But we still needed 20 spaces. We believe the incentive mechanism limited us. So what's the next evolution of Templar? It's for now, we're still putting together a big run, another public run. We're working on getting the heterolocal stuff fully working. We're running on Basilica nodes. But in the meantime, we also want to start the process of the Crusades. Now, what are the Crusades? The Crusades, I think every single subnet on Bittensor should have a version of the Crusade where you push miners to solve specific problems that are important to your mission. So I think it's very amenable to almost every kind of subnet. What are we doing in the Crusades now? We're saying miners. Here is part of our training loop we can isolate. Improve this as much as possible. And initially, we're starting with just TPS, but eventually, we want to expose the whole problem to kernel optimization all the way to neuro architecture search or discovering more state-of-the-art decentralized training algorithms, because that also leads very heavily into Bittensor. So far, we have sparse local designed by the team. Heterolocal was designed by the team too. But we're saying let's lean even stronger into Bittensor's power. And what's this? It's like open source innovation, wielding the incentive landscape to produce ever-increasing goods. So that's very interesting. And the Crusades kick out today. And let me see, do I have any miners here? Merlin, yes, Merlin's ready for the Crusades. Basilica is going well, and a lot better than we expected it to. So there's 2 problems of Basilica right now. Basilica in its new form has the priory, which is centralized compute, and the Bosch, which is minor compute. Now, what we want to get to is, again, you need to ask yourself, what work are miners doing? On most compute subnets, it's free money. Like, it's literally free money to just go and rent off somewhere that's not competitive. You put it there, they pay you. But for us, we need to tune. We are releasing a new IM sometime next week that is going to be a complex auction. We're going to baseline the auction with prices from the priory. Then miners have to bid to be more efficient than the prices from the priory. So we believe this is because anyone can slag off compute networks. Like, compute networks are easy to show revenue, but they remain asymptotic unless you're doing it at crazy scale. Compute networks might converge towards net income surpassing inflation, but they will never do it because you're usually arbitraging the token. So for us, we believe that miners can be of value, but we want miners that are lower down the food chain, closer to the resources, or actually own the resources, as opposed to someone renting it off AWS. It's a lot of art because you also need to incentivize miners to turn up. So what we're seeing in Basilica now is we're not getting that much miner engagement, but it's still not the new IM. So I think we need like 1 to 2 weeks with the new IM. Lambda is not here. He took the evening off. But we're looking pretty bullish on that. Now, in the next week, or possibly today, we'll start to announce some partners that are going to be running Basilica in production. They've been hammering it. Where's Evan? Evan hasn't slept in months, and he slept even less this week. But it's good because Our thesis is, okay, we can make some revenue and we'll eventually make revenue from subnets, but let us build a product and let us help people build products. So pretty much for now, at least for the next 2 weeks to a month, any subnet that wants to use us, I see that as symbiosis as opposed to PvP. And I'll give them credits to help us because, again, we're preparing to build a world-class product. And building a world-class product starts at home. So anyone that wants to come ship test Basilica, message me. Although one miner told me, oh, I want to try B200. Nope, I'm not paying for B200 for you. Come try the Sparse or come try a cheaper computer. I'm not paying for B200. That's just miners being miners. Cool. Yeah. And also, we're starting to look at interviewing people for someone to lead the whole business development and partnership. It's useful for Templar, but especially for Basilica. I'm talking to somebody that's done this before, pretty bullish. I've actually been trying to recruit the guy for a year. So hopefully he joins us. Now, on Grail is also interesting because Grail is just like Templar, but it's the other side of Templar, which is equally as important. And Irfan, Oria, and our scientific advisor have made a massive breakthrough on communication efficiency, which might also lend itself to the centralized case. With Templar, sparse local, heterolocal is just based on our application, which is decentralized training. But with RL, it's a bit different because conventional RL is for LLMs is a two-step process. In step one, you run inferences and generate rollouts. Then in step two, you train on those rollouts and update the model and send it back. But in between updating the model and send it back, the miner needs to synchronize the weights, even in the centralized RL. But we're doing some work on sparsity, and we found breakthroughs and stuff that actually contradict some big papers that, look, guys, we can do this more efficiently. And the work we've done in decentralized land will lend itself to centralized. So I'm pretty excited about that. Cool. So next week we will be fixing bugs with Grail. We'll be trying to onboard more miners because Basilica works, but we need the biggest thing. We have the secure cloud, which will still work. But if you don't have miners on your subnet, why do you have a subnet? Understanding how we onboard miners and use that force of both miners and incentives to act as a bounding ball to reduce compute costs so we can eventually make more money. You make more money, the company stops depending on the token, and we reach above the expectations, then we can start to divert revenue back to buying the token. Now, I want to hand it over to Kevin from HackQuest. Kevin, how excited are we about HackQuest? Can you tell us more about the Ideathon?
Yeah, sure. Can you hear me?
So yes, I can.
Cool. We'd love to share more about the Ideathon. We actually started the Ideathon a couple weeks ago, and we already did a couple IRL workshops across the world, including I think we did one in IIT Delhi. It's one of the leading institutions in India. We also did one. We have one coming tomorrow in Jakarta, and we did one in Kolkata, India, and one coming up in Beijing in March. The Ideathon is actually a hybrid experience. We will have online component, but also like in real life events. So maybe if you are located in one of the above cities, you might be able to join one of the real life events in the future where we're gonna to host the events and the workshop in more cities to bring Bittensor to more people. Yeah. So the goal of the Ideathon is to bring more builders to the Bittensor ecosystem. This time we have 18K in prize pool for this Ideathon, and also really thanks for Basilica in contributing 5,000 USD compute credits for the winner as well. If your project is very solid or the idea is very solid, we have like 1,000 HAL investment from unsupervised capital who might invest in the top team. And also the top team will also get incubation opportunity from Bittensor starter. So I think this is actually a very good opportunity for the builder to start their own subnet, because for a very long time, I guess one of the biggest barrier for building a subnet is on the capital part, right? Like, because it costs a lot of money. This time the Ideathon will provide the capital and also the incubation opportunity for the top team. So the Ideathon is has two stages. The round one will be from December 23rd, 2025, all the way to February 28th, 2026. What the teams need to do is very simple. they need to submit a subnet design proposal, either in format of PDF, slides, a Notion doc, or GitHub. It should include like the subnet incentive and mechanism design, including, for example, the emission and reward logic, incentive alignment for miner and validator, and how do they discourage low quality or like adversary behavior, and also like the high level algorithm describing the task assignment, submission, validation, scoring, and reward allocation, all that stuff. Also, like they need to describe the miner design and validator design in detail, and also their business logic and market rationale. Because end of the day, we really want the subnet to find product market fit, just as what Templar Basilica is trying to do. Also, they need to give us the go-to-market strategy, like how they are target to acquire the initial target users and their use case. Yeah. So they also need to like still maybe like 5 to 10 minutes to walk through the whole architecture and design of their own subnet. After the round 1, we will select 7 teams. We will include people from Open Tensor Foundation, people from like some venture capital, people like some subnet owners. So we'll have a panel of judge, and they will select 7 teams based on the idea quality and mechanism design. And those teams will advance to round 2, which is a hackathon stage, which is from March 2nd to March 30th. So basically what they do is they implement their idea on the Bittensor testnet. Yeah, so they need to demonstrate a functional miner subnet logic and validate their evaluation flow. So end of the day, we will select one hackathon winner who will receive 10K USD in cash price, and the second place will receive, I think, 3,000 USD, and 5 teams will receive like 1,000 USD in cash price. And as mentioned, like unsupervised capital is looking to looking for standout teams where they can invest 1,000 TAU. Also we have Basilica providing 5,000 USD in pulled credits for strong teams to all 7 winners in round 1, and 1,500 credits to 1 winner. Yeah. So that's just a brief walkthrough of the Ideathon. Yeah, like we really looking for some miner or some previous miner or who's just interested in Bittensor ecosystem can use this opportunity maybe to think about their own subnet and maybe take this opportunity to actually build it out, because we know like a lot of miner, right? Like they actually thought about building their own subnet, but for various reasons they might not have the opportunity or chance to do it. So it's a good timing to actually try it out. Yeah.
This is a very important for Bittensor in general, because we need to breed the next generation of subnet owners. I'm old and a bit unhinged. It's something that we're very excited to support, and we've seen the impact, the limited reach we had with HackQuest. I'm pretty bullish about what comes out of there. I'm very happy to support the next generation of people that are going to retire me. Cool stuff. Okay, well, thanks a lot. If anyone wants to join the hackathon, message me. We'll get you in there. We will continue to strive to return token holder value. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Have a lovely weekend, guys. See you in Discord or wherever. Bye.